My name is Kay, and I'm jokes. I'm gonna be making jokes. I'm making them up on the spot because I'm really funny. Are you ready? What? That's too much. What do you call a duck that walks the street when the chicken is supposed to walk the street? Um, it's a duckling. So my wife walked through a bar. I walked through a bar with my wife. I said to him, I said to her, I said to my wife, "Hey, do you want to go? Do you want to go to a different store?" But she walked into a bar, and she was unconscious. So I called the store clerk, and I told him to say 911. I told him to call 911. And then he called the number, and they said don't save her because because um, uh, because she's a she wasn't a good wife. She committed adultery in '97. It's actually our 50th anniversary tomorrow. Um, the divorce starts the next Tuesday, but we decided to have the party in. Um, so, Barack Obama once said to his colleagues at the House, Barack Obama he was at the White House, and he said to his friend, he said to his friend that worked at the White House, he told him, hey, Stephen, that's my I'm sorry, you might be thrown off by. It's not actually Barack Obama. It's me. It's Kay. Hey, Stephen. I saw you going over to the clerk. And Stephen, he said, "Oh, I went over to the clerk the other day." And Barack Hussein Obama II said to him, Stephen, you went over to the clerk. And you bought a mattress at the clerk. Stephen, are you money laundering? And Stephen said, "No, I'm not money laundering. There was a 2-for-1 mattress and clerk thing at the clerk. He went to the clerk and he bought a mattress there because there was a 2-for-1 sale. There was a 2-for-1 sale that was at the clerk, but he bought a mattress there too because that's just what they were buying. He wasn't money laundering." Then Obama said to him, "Okay. This is Barack Obama." Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Let's sit back down, everyone. Okay, thank you. So, knock knock. A beehive. Hiya, it's me, it's Kay. I'm from KC Comedy, and I'm doing a stand-up comedy for tonight, and I'm telling jokes. I said this one for all the people who missed out on the other jokes, because sometimes show up late to the stand-up auditions and the stand-up comedies from KSC Comedy. I hope they don't anymore. I made this joke once. So, one time, I was with my wife. This is a different story. This is before she slept with another man. She told me, I've always wanted to go to the Jamaicas. And I said, we're poor, we can't go to the Jamaicas. It's 1973. The Cuban Missile Crisis was less than a decade ago. So we can't go there. And she said, I forget what she sounds like. She told me, I'll just say it in my voice. She told me, okay, well, I'll make you a compromise. And she said, this is me talking now, but in real life, I'm talking in real life. I looked at her like this. Do you want to make a compromise? That's what I said in the story in 1973. And she told me, yes, I want to make a compromise. She's in 1973. She is a woman. And I am in 2021, the year of our Lord. And I said, welcome to the comedy show. You can sit down now. Thank you. And she was in the other time and she said to me, I want to make a compromise. And I told her, back then I said, okay, what is the compromise? And she told me that she will buy me a new Ford Explorer. And I said, what is a Ford Explorer? Is that a car? And she said, yes, that is a car, but is not out yet. The Ford company said they're going to make a new car soon. It's called the Ford Explorer. And I will get you the Ford Explorer if you take out the loan from the bank so we can go to the Jamaicas. We can go to Jamaica. And I said, okay, let me look in the paper about the Ford Explorer. If it looks like a good car, I will accept your compromise. It's 1973. Okay. And she said, okay. So I look in the paper. I go get the paper from my local store. And I say to the store man, can I buy the daily paper? But he says, we're all out of the paper. And I say, oh. What do you call a deer with no legs? Can't run away. So I don't know about all of you in the crowd today, but I really like pancakes. But I've always said pancakes wrong. I always said them pancake. And my mother, who is older than me, she said to me, don't call them that because that's a bad word. And I said, pancake, mother. And she said, stop saying that. I'm going to spank you with my hand on your bosom near your pancake. And I said, oh, you said it. I'm going to spank you. And said to me, um, she said to me, I want to finish that joke from earlier. I went to the store, and I wanted to buy the paper, and the guy said, "We're out of the paper." And I said, "Oh." Actually, I forget how the story ends, but I can finish it. Silly, you guys are gonna like this one. I'm actually really good at this. So I thought I'd finish the story just for all of you who wanted a resolution. He said they stopped making paper because they're all making Ford Explorers. And I rushed home. I said to my wife, the deal is off. Everyone is gonna have a Ford Explorer. And she went up to me and she said, the USSR is at war with the United States. And I said, that's not good. How are we going to get our Ford Explorers if the military stops making Ford Explorers and starts making military equipment for a war against the USSR? And she said, it's April Fool's, I got you. And I also bought stock in the Ford company. I said, oh, that's great, my wife. I told her, that is great, my wife. And she said, April Fool's again, there is a nuke coming at us in 15 minutes and we're all going to die. And that's how we got here today. So what's the deal with drywall? Do you ever just go up to Home Depot and say, I want to buy drywall? And they look at you crazy. But I want to buy drywall. I want more of it. I really can't get enough. Let's move on. My favorite song growing up. Let's learn more about me. My favorite song growing up was it was Your Love by The Outfield. Josie's on a vacation far away. I listened to that song more in my 20s. And I listened to it so much that I memorized it lyric for lyric. I was singing it in karaoke and everything. And one time, I decided I was getting pretty good at it. I wouldn't call myself a great singer, but this one song, I sang so many times that I might as well just join a competition. So I joined a 1,000. Well, I didn't know at first. It was a 1,000 yen competition, and I didn't know yen was a lot less valuable than the US dollar. I'm also in Japan at the time. So I go up to the competition manager saying, I would like to join this competition and I'm going to sing Your Love by The Outfield. And he tells me something. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I didn't back then. I still don't to this day. So I walk through the door. He lets me through the door. It's at a club. and everyone's speaking Japanese. I don't know why. Just I couldn't understand them. So I go up to the stage, and they tell me I'm next. So I speak. I speech like I am now. It's where I got my skills from. And I go on stage and I sing the song, and I win. I win the 1,000 yen, which is somewhere around 13 US dollars when accounting for inflation. And I went home. With that money, I was able to buy the majority of my plane ticket home. And I went home and bought a nice pizza, all for myself. My wife was not at home. It happens sometimes. Society is changing, and that leads me to my next topic. We as a society always favor the bigger man, the man who can lift things like phallic objects or large basketballs. But I think we should start prioritizing the man in the society that we live in that can pick up small things like miniature basketballs or flaccid objects, whatever I said. I think I said flaccid objects. I don't want to pick up flaccid objects. I want to pick up things that are flaccid but then become thick objects. I want to pick them up. It's been a dream of mine for a while, actually. So who here rides a bike? So I was ready for a hand. It's fine. You can submit your answers on whether you ride a bike on my phone. You can text me. I'm gonna give you my number, or I gave you my number before the show, so you can text me if you like them, if you like bikes. But I ride bikes. And one time I crossed the road, but I wasn't scared, so I wasn't a chicken. Toothpaste is a big industry in the market today, and I feel like toothpaste. No, never mind. So what do you? People say 3 of the worst dictators in human history, which I won't name, walk into a room. You have a gun with 2 bullets. What do? Well, I think it's a red herring, actually. I think if you are in a situation where you are in the same room as 3 of the worst people in human history, you probably put 2 in yourself, because you are worse than them. You are allowing yourself to be in the situation. And me, as the better man, as the better person, I refuse to allow myself to be in the same presence as terrible people. So I would put 2 in myself. I would put 2 in my head. And I think that would be the logical decision. If you go to the mall and you are a headless chicken. You are Mike, the headless chicken. Do you still have to wear a mask? assuming this is 2020 or 2021, and you have not been vaccinated, if you are a headless chicken, you have to wear a mask. Do you still have to wear a mask? These are the questions I ask myself in my divorce process. And it's really helped me in my struggle to. I have a great career going, and it's helped me along my way. And I hope to continue that trend. It's like we're out of time. Thank you for your services. Subscribe to KSC Comedy. I missed. Hold on.